What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon HeartGold walkthrough. In yesterday's episode, we became the champions of the Johto region by taking down Lance. My awesome team of misfits did it, so yeah, and this begins the post-game, or kind of the post-game. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're actually just going to be hunting down some legendaries. But real quickly, I'm starting off back in my room. That's where you always start after defeating champion. And our mom comes up to us and she's going to tell us that Professor Elm has something to give us. So we're actually not going to bother with Professor Elm right now. Again, that sort of kicks off the whole post-game thing. He'll give you the SS Aqua ticket and whatnot. What I want to do instead is hunt down some of these legendary beasts. And you can only get 2 of the 3 right now. Of course, Entei is a little bit different in these games. You sort of hunt him down in Kanto, and luckily, he's actually not a roaming Pokemon, which is nice. So, the 2 of the 3 roaming legendaries in this game can be caught right now, and that is Raikou and Entei. Right now, they are on Route 44 and Route 33. And by now, this is what, like the 6th walkthrough that I've done. I'm sure you guys know how this stuff works. You're going to want to run back and forth in between some routes, maybe grab a bunch of max repels and stuff, and you're going to want to have a Pokemon that's higher than the level of the Pokemon that are in that route, but still lower than level, I think 40 is what Raikou and Entei are at, and that will give you the best chance to do it. Every time you change a location, they're going to change their location, and you sort of have to just wait until you get lucky for Raikou or Entei to appear on the same route. So what I'm doing right now is actually putting Spearow to the front of my party because I need to go buy some Ultra Balls. This video will most likely be very short, so I guess I'm just going to show off me buying some Ultra Balls because I might as well. Hope you guys are all having a good Friday, though. And as I said before, we'll get into the post-game in tomorrow's episode. Don't worry, I'm definitely doing the post-game. We're going to be doing all that good stuff. But today, we are catching Raikou and Entei because I've sort of put this off for a while, and I want to get it over with before we do the post-game because then after you defeat Red, there's like a bunch more legendaries to catch. And I mentioned that these are 2 of the 3 roaming legendaries in this game. Later on in Kanto, you'll be able to get either Latias or Latios, depending on the game you're playing, and we'll have to capture that as well. Okay, so Ultra Balls, Ultra Balls. Wait, I actually have a good amount already. I need a max repels instead. So let me go ahead and buy a bunch of these. We've got a ton of money since defeating the Elite Four and stuff. And also, I remember to keep my 1 Master Ball that we got from the director. However, I'll go ahead and say it here. If you didn't see the Pokemon Platinum walkthrough when we hunted down the Lake Trio, and what was the other roaming legendary we got? I think it was like the legendary birds. I just may or may not have cheated in some Master Balls because, let's be honest, it makes it 20 times easier to just have Master Balls to throw at these roaming legendaries. So honestly, the Ultra Balls aren't even going to matter now that I think about it because I think I'm just going to do the same thing. I'll give myself 3 Master Balls. So, well, actually 2. We already have the 1 from earlier. And that will be enough to capture the 3 roaming legendaries. Of course, we'll save the last one for later on. But if you get mad at me for that, then I'm sorry. It's just how I'm going to do it because it's so much easier to have some Master Balls instead of try to catch these guys with Ultra Balls. And if I'm trying to upload daily, then I'm going to, need to do that because it's just going to be way more convenient. So let me go ahead and, do that. And then, as you can see here, I don't think I'm going to be on Route 45 in Blackthorn City, but this is what you got to do. Just go back and forth and wait till either legendary appears on your route. So that is what I'm going to do. And when I cut back, we should have one of the legendaries standing in front of us. And here we go. That did not take long at all for us to find the first legendary beast. For us, it is a Raikou. Now, both of these guys will be at level 40, as I said before. Raikou knows Roar, Quick Attack, Spark, and Reflect. So here's what makes these guys so difficult to catch if you don't have Master Balls. They will first just run away as soon as they can on like the first turn, and if they outspeed you, you're not even going to be able to land a move. And even if you have someone with like Arena Trap or you go for Mean Look or something like that, they can also just use Roar to get out of the battle. So really, you don't have to worry about them attacking you. It's more of just trying to put damage on them and keep them in the battle. But if you use Master Balls like me, then you're not really going to have too much of a challenge. So hey, call it cheap if you want, but I did the same thing in the Pokemon Platinum walkthrough. It is just way more convenient for me to do. And technically, you know, we're only using one cheated in Master Ball in this video. The other one we got legitimately earlier on in the game. But there's Raikou. It is going to the box. I'll probably make like my separate legendary box like I did in Platinum. And it's now time to hunt down for Entei. And there we go. Not too long after Raikou, I have found Entei. And I don't know, usually I have like worse luck with the legendary Pokemon, but in this video, oops, speed up button was still on for a second, but yeah, in this video, I had pretty good luck. So Entei, along with Roar, knows Fire Spin, Stomp, and Flamethrower, probably a better moveset than Raikou. But if you are looking to use either of these mons on your team, then, you know, they're legendaries, obviously, they're very powerful, and you can always give them some better moves. So we'll look at them in the PC here in just a second. But yeah, that's really going to wrap it up for this episode. I mean, that was really all I wanted to do. Again, we're starting the post-game. In tomorrow's video, we'll be heading on the SS Aqua and going it towards Kanto. But I think it's time that we make that legendary Pokemon box. I really liked having it in the Pokemon Platinum series. And yeah, we already have Ho-Oh in there, but now we can add 2 more to that collection. So here are the 3 legendaries we have so far. Ho-Oh, definitely the strongest with, you know, level 45, Sacred Fire, Fire Blast, all that stuff. And then there's Raikou and Entei. Pretty interesting that they all have the pressure ability. I feel like that's a go-to ability for a bunch of legendaries. And as I said before, remember, you can't get Suicune until later on in the postgame after you, like, completely finish hunting him down. So don't worry about trying to catch Suicune here. He is not even in the Johto region. And the only other roaming mon, at least to my knowledge, is either Latios or Latias, as I said, which we can't get until, I think, after we defeat Red. So that is going to be a very long time. So for now, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, we're stepping on to the SS Aqua in tomorrow's episode, so be on the lookout for that. For now, though, have a great rest of your day, and until then, deuces.